chickens and gardens. In my previous video, you might have seen the Chicken Olympics 2023 of these chickens, of my little chicks. And now I've introduced them to the outside world, the real outside world, which is actually in my greenhouse because the temperature outside is still very cold. And they are in my hanging basket eating my leaves. No, you have to get out of there. I had to put them in my bed. I haven't planted anything yet because it's just the beginning of April. So fortunately, I haven't planted anything in my beds. So I've put them in my empty beds in the greenhouse. And they are having fun. They have probably found some nice worms or something. I'm not quite sure. But it's quite important for them to slowly introduce them to the outside world. Also, when they eat lots of things like worms and little bugs and whatever they get in the mud, their bodies are actually getting used to eating the natural stuff that they were made to eat. And not just the chick crumbs all the time, because they need to get used to all the different sorts of foods. Because we are going to raise them as backyard chickens. And when they grow up, for their eggs to be more nutritious and healthy, they should get a balanced diet. So it's not just always the chick crumbs that we need to give them, but all sorts of stuff. They are about 2 weeks old, just over 2 weeks old, and I have also started giving them some kitchen scrap like bits of bananas and strawberries and grapes and pears and little worms sometimes, and they do eat them quite well. I have started introducing them to a bit of a grower's pellets, just tiny bits. Sometimes I put them in their plate. But as you can see, I think they have found some nice worms or something treat. They're finding some lovely treats in there. They're really enjoying this. Not sure what they find, but I can see them eating something. These are like dried tiny pieces of grass, or not sure what it is, but it's good. They need those proteins and lots of other things apart from the chick crumbs. They are big enough now, and they have also developed adult feathers, as you can see. So at this time, they shed their baby feathers and they get those new feathers. And slowly you can see their bodies are getting covered in those adult feathers, and they will be nearly ready to go out within next 3 to 4 weeks time. But also these days, they don't really stay under the heat lamp. Because of the feathers that they've got, they can keep themselves warm. They won't be in my greenhouse for a long time, but every day I make sure that they are here at least for half an hour, just to get used to the outside weather and the outside diet or anything that they might get to eat. So every day at least 30 minutes for next few days. Not next few days, probably at least for a week. And then depending upon the weather, I might start putting them in the outside coop. Keep watching for more videos on how to look after new chicks as they grow.